Okay. Okay, the subject I'd like to speak on for the next 10 minutes, hopefully, is what makes us human. When I retired, I used to walk out in Northland, and the idea came to me. I said, I'm going to write a booklet. It may evolve into a book, but I said, I'm going to write a booklet trying to answer that question, what makes us human? So I began to ask everybody in my circle, everybody I would come in contact with, I have a question. I'm writing a book, and I want to know what makes us humans. They say, well, I never been asked that. And I got a lot of information. A lot of people say, well, what do you think? I said, no, I want the objectivity in this piece. I just want to hear the raw data. So I asked a couple of hundred people. And what I got was, most of the people gave me answers like, I like to eat, I like entertainment, I like to read, I like to, etc., etc. And I looked at most of the responses, and I said to myself, I can say the same thing about an animal at the Detroit Zoo. One lady, though, she gave me some Darwinian sort of thing, which I thought very interesting, and I couldn't really put my input into that one, but nonetheless, most of it was, you could say the same thing about an animal. And I said, wow, that led to another thing. And that is that mankind, not to exclude the women, they disrespect, don't have respect for humanity like the animal. And what I mean by that is that they don't have respect for their own humanity. In other words, you never see a pig trying to be a horse or a cow trying to be a elephant or whatever. You never see that. And the awesome, really, thing of I think the Bible says the crown of creation. But most of the people, I think, are unaware of what it takes to be a human. And the beautiful thing about it, what God has done, I mean to God, is that the human being is not under natural law. He's not locked up. The human being has limited free will. They can step out of their nature. You see the young people today, hey dog, hey, what's up dog? They go to bargain, they have no clue of Pavlov. Pavlov studied the dog, he went to theology school in St. Peter's, Russia. He got a Pulitzer Prize for studying behaviorism. He used the dog and the reward. Feed the dog, etc., etc. Dog psychology is used on people even today. You go in the office, you ring the bell, that's Pavlovian. That's all. So what happens is, to understand our responsibility, sometimes animals make a better display of responsibility with regard to family, with regard to their responsibilities, than humans do. Because if humans lose that human faculty of learning, of being curious, of look at the creation and study, he or she can fall beneath the beast. And this is the big problem. A lot of what we see today, you see racism. Well, what is that? Where does that come from? And there are a lot of aspects that contribute to this myopia, this inability to see your human responsibility. So we're in a situation, a lot of this confusion comes about, a lot of different things. Religion plays a big part in it. And one of the big things is white and black. That's not a racial, that's not what you call, that's not a wise expression. Black and white, black. That was taken out of Scripture. And it was in Scripture, it was like in the Old Testament it says, your whiteness is not the whiteness of purity, but the whiteness of leprosy. Now I know there are many of the experts in hermeneutics, the interpretation of Scripture, but I'm going to give you my idea of what it was. They were, way back there, centuries ago, they were addressing racism. Your white skin is not the whiteness of purity, but the whiteness of leprosy. Look at the leper. His skin is white, but is he healthy or is he diseased? They was addressing racism way back then. Today it's a big problem. We don't look at the humanity, we look at race. The assumption that one race is biologically better than another race. You see? This is the assumption. The characteristics and abilities of this person is better than another. That's foolishness. And anytime you accept racism, you're deformed. I heard an African American, young African American, oh, blacks can't be. They can't be racist because we don't have anything. That's not good thinking. If your ethics are determined by material, you are materialist. If your ethics are determined by capital, you are a capitalist. If your ethics are determined by race, you are racist. So you see a person here, they're Caucasian. And here's an African man, oh, kill all of them. I wish I was there. Don't look at the facts of the situation. Don't look at the, oh boy. So we just in this tirade of confusion, animosity, black and white. Look, you get another thing. When you use black and white to define people, it obscures more than it reveals. Look what happened in Germany. The Germans were classified as white in terms of the way that the language is used in America and other places. The Germans were classified as white. The Jewish community was classified as white. And look at that horrendous thing that happened there in Germany. White on white crime and confusion. Same thing in Israel. The Palestinians are classified as white. The Israelis are classified as white. White on white confusion. Then you have places of Africa. All be one tall and one short, one get a machete and cut up the other ones, all the same color. They have forgotten their humanity. Their humanity. Racial pride means nothing if it's not based on created human excellence. National pride is nothing at all if it's not based on created human excellence. So you have people that want to hide the knowledge, they want to hide the sophistication. I could say a lot of things that I've been through, but that's limited. It has no really bearing. When I went into engineering, I work in engineering environment, people would, I don't want to work with that nigga. I don't want to allow enough for me to hear. They go push my emotional button. A lot of things. But I look how my group has been affected by racism. When I came to Detroit, a young man right out the Army, living right on 12th Street. And in those days, they had the paper bag test. If you was a light-skinned, complexion African-American, you could work at the downtown department stores or operate the elevator at Hudson's. You could be visible. If you dark, no. Humanity, not understanding our humanity. And we were told, make no graven images of the Lord. You make a graven image and put it with white flesh, and then everybody close to that, their value is increased. You get away from that image, you get like this young lady here, get back! And you know what I'm talking about. But what about the humanity? So this is a big problem. All other things, the destruction of the family, crisis in thought and personality. I used to recite poetry at little coffee shops, and they said, oh, let's hear what this old G. I used to listen to the young people. Young lady, she's raped by a relative. She gives up on men. She turned her hat backwards. She have a cycle every month, but now she's a man. Personality generation, self-amputation. And we could say much more. But the main problem we're faced with is not appreciating and respecting our humanity. So there must be the teachers, the people that understand this problem, is to teach to the students what it means to be human. Simple as that. The highest form of education really is understanding yourself. How you gonna know God and you don't know yourself? And you gotta ask two questions. I'll close with this. I see the yellow light is on. And you could try this yourself. When you see people confused about how they got here. I met a young lady the other day. Oh, Mr. Rushton, I'm so depressed. Here's an infinite past that I didn't exist in, and an infinite future that I will not exist in, a void in my life. And I say, young lady, have you ever thought how you were created? Everything we learn is from experience or creation, and you won't find anything in this creation to compare with the originator of this creation. We just asked you two questions, and the questions is this. Were you created of nothing? That's the first question. Now you have to pause now, let them respond. Then you tell them, did you create yourself? We all had a creator outside of ourselves. Jesus was a perfect human being. And he said, I do nothing of my own. I'll end with that one. Thank you for listening.